Hi guys. Oh my gosh, it's kind of chilly today. It's chillier than I expected it to be. Happy Thursday. I'm actually on today. It's Thursday. I never come on Thursdays. It seems like my my recording schedule is different, so I usually don't record on Thursdays, but I'm here. So I just wanted to wish you guys a good day. I'm enjoying the day. It's crazy because it's kind of windy, so it's a little bit chilly, but it's not too bad. I've dealt with worse. I kind of miss the snow though, because it's beautiful, you know, but I don't miss driving in it. But hopefully everybody's doing good. I just wanted to come and wish you guys a good Thursday and just talk, of course. So that's about it. I just be chilling, like literally I'm always doing something. Even like in Cali too, like I was always like doing stuff, but I was never really around people because like you guys already know my story. Like I kind of preferred being alone because it helped me build myself, you know, in a way. And so I didn't really mind not being around people in Cali, you know. Like I still talk to people, but as far as people being super close to me, no, negative. So I pretty much like focused more on myself back then, you know, and my goals and stuff. So I'm glad I did it though back then, because you know, even though I was single and stuff, you know, it was crazy because some people would talk about that. Like some people said I was like lonely. You guys know the popular loner and all that stuff, right? And so like I heard all those sayings and everything, but at the same time, like I was so happy being single. Like I think I got so comfortable of the idea of being in a relationship back in the day, you know, by me being so like blinded by the idea of being in a relationship, you know, it was easier for me to miss a lot, you know, a lot of signs. And so whenever I became single, you know, I started noticing a lot of things, you know, and on top of that, like now that I look back to it, you know, I was hurt in the beginning when I left in the beginning because of the betrayal and everything. But I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 months after I had left, I started healing my heart, right? And so like I wasn't so upset anymore. I was like, if anything, just focused on myself, right? And so over time though, you know, my heart became healed and I wasn't heartbroken anymore, and I didn't really care about the past, you know, and what happened, you know. It's just a part of my story, but over time I didn't really care about what happened, you know. And so slowly but surely, you know, my heart healed, and the only thing that it did was pretty much boost my confidence and help me be a more productive person, pretty much, or be more of an ideal version of myself, pretty much. Because like when I left, you know, I started having to do a lot of things on my own, and I was already doing things on my own before, but like I seriously didn't have anyone, you know, in the beginning. And so I had to overcome a lot of stuff by myself, especially really tough obstacles. I had to overcome them myself, and in the beginning I was terrified because I was younger, you know, and I didn't really know too much, but I knew how to survive. And so, and so that's what I did. But the thing is, like, over time, over all my trials and tribulations and all my adversities and setbacks and all that, it was terrifying at first because I really didn't know who to call on to help, or people that genuinely wanted to help me, Because to remind you guys, I really didn't know what was going on in the beginning. Like, I knew, but like nobody really was telling me the truth. So like when I was going through my obstacles and stuff, like I kind of kept to myself because I didn't know who to trust, like literally. So like I didn't really call on too many people for help. And so I would overcome a lot of obstacles by myself. Like if I didn't have enough gas money, if I didn't have enough food, if I was stuck on somewhere and I couldn't move, or I just didn't have anyone to call on but myself. All I had was myself and God, like literally. And by me having my faith in God, like in myself, I just became more confident over time, because the more I was able to overcome my obstacles, especially by myself, the more confident I became once I overcame it, because it's like I could see the progress each time. Even if it was the same obstacle, I had already dealt with it before, so I knew how to overcome it or be able to go around it a little bit better next time, or like avoid it so it won't happen again, or just anything. But by me overcoming it, because there's a lot of times I was stuck and I'd be like sitting there thinking to myself, like, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this situation. I'm just gonna sit here and think for a while and see if anything comes to me like a thought, a good idea, and the majority of the time it did. But I didn't freak out, because like I may have wanted to freak out in my head, but I was just like, I'm not gonna freak out. I'm just gonna like think about this. And I thought about it a lot of times for a long time. There's times where I sat there and thought for like hours, not knowing what to do. And but for some reason, like literally something would happen to I be able to be okay out of this situation that I was stuck in every time, no matter if I had anyone next to me or not. It's just crazy. But that's why my faith grew stronger within God, because of how many times he saved me. It's crazy. And so like over my journey, I started to become more confident within myself, which probably looked like with other people, they probably thought I was in my ego, or I was being egotistical, or like, I don't know. I really didn't care. But like with me, like by me knowing my journey and everything, it was just me. It was just my confidence getting built, like literally over time, because of everything I had to overcome, and everything that I did overcome as far as like my obstacles. And so the more that I overcame obstacles, the more confident I became in myself, knowing that I'd be able to do certain things. I put my mind to it, knowing that I could do anything I want as long as I put my mind to it, and that nobody could stop me, because your mind is powerful, right? So like, if it's all about a mindset, right? So if you have it in your mind that people are going to tear you down or stop you, and you get scared, afraid of that, then you're going to act on that feeling, right? And so by you acting on that feeling, then they won, because like you start acting out of fear, and you won't be able to accomplish certain things because of your fears. So I had to lose my fear, but I had to change my mindset to a more positive mindset, knowing that no matter what happens, I could make it through, or no matter how bad people were talking upon my name, I still had enough love within myself to keep going regardless, and I didn't give up on myself because of them, because my mindset was changed, you know. I stopped worrying about what other people thought about me and started just focusing on me, myself, literally, and what I had to do for myself, my goals, my plans, staying alive, pretty much. That's where I shifted my focus to, and by me doing that back in the day, you know, it got me far, you know. And so my confidence just grew over time, but a lot of people viewed me as being egotistical and stuff like that, but it was literally just my confidence increasing, you know, over time. So, you know, the longer I was single, you know, the more I was able to focus on myself pretty much and become the version of myself that I always wanted to become. And now I'm super happy, you know, because like I don't have anything that I'm upset about or like making me unfulfilled, because I'm not in a stressful relationship. I don't have stress with that, you know. So I'm far off better than I thought I was going to be the day I left, you know. So like I was so afraid back then because I didn't know what was going to happen, but like I would never have gotten as far as I did, I don't think, because, you know, I would have had a more, I don't know. I think it would have been harder for me to wake up, you know. But that's how my confidence, that's how I was able to build my confidence, you know, by being single and doing what I have to do for myself and working on my body, working on my mind, body, and soul, and becoming more in alignment with myself. And by me doing that, you know, like now I'm like truly happy, you know. I don't really care about the past or anything like that. It's just crazy, you know. But my confidence is amazing because of it, because like now my body is where I wanted it to be. I've always wanted my body to be like this. I think my body, like the last time my body's been like this was, I want to say after my first son. Because after my first son, I lost a lot of weight. And I think I was like the size I am now, right? But then after the twins, you know, I blew back up a little bit. Not bad. I was actually smaller when I was pregnant with the twins than I was with my first son. But I've always wanted my body to be this way. Like, this is my goal. Like, I don't even know how much I weigh, though, because I have not weighed myself in so long, because I really don't care about numbers. As you guys know, it's all about the way I feel. So I wasn't really worried about the numbers. So I really don't know how much I weigh. But my my weight goal is, I think my ideal weight is like 165 or something like that. So I don't know how much I weigh now, but I'm gonna check soon one day. But I haven't checked in forever, so I don't know. But now my body is the way I want it to be, and I mean everything, literally. Like, I love myself that much more than I did back then, you know, because I had that time to focus on myself instead of focusing on a relationship that didn't serve me. Because it's like, if you stay in a relationship that doesn't serve you and it's like hurting you, it's like you're sacrificing your unhappiness. That's how I felt back in the day. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I would think about it every morning when I wake up. I'd be like, why do I feel like a zombie? Because I would do the same thing every day, and it was just so annoying. It was just like so repetitive, but it was like I knew I could do more. And it was just like I felt stuck, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. But I didn't know how to get out of the situation. But God made a way. So like, you know, back then, like, I wanted to work out and like have like my body in shape and stuff, but I was so busy and like probably depressed too. Like, it never really worked out. But once I was able to be single and focus on myself and stuff, I was able to start working on myself and my body and stuff, you know, because I had the time to focus on myself instead of focusing on drama. You know. So I was able to focus on myself, and I don't know if you guys know, but I used to smoke cigarettes like crazy back in the day. And so, like, I had just stopped smoking too. So I did everything around the same time. And so, in the beginning, it was really hard for me to, like, even be motivated to get out of the bed to work out. So I would just sit there and look at my yoga mat, like, forever. And then I would have to have something to motivate me to get up to do it, you know. But eventually, I started getting up, and I would get on my yoga mat and do little workouts every now and then. Every morning, it was like a routine, until it became like, it was like a little routine before it actually became like a full routine for me. And so I started doing it every day. And by me doing it every day, you know, it kind of helped me, like, once I started seeing the results, or just in general, like, the way I felt, you know, like, I feel like I have something, like, in general, it made me want to, like, change the way I ate and stuff. So, like, I started switching up the way I ate, so I started eating a little bit better. And then my videos on top of that, like, helped me want to walk in the woods and stuff more, and so that even helped out with my workouts. And so, like, over time, it's just like everything just ended up balancing out because of me being more balanced within myself. So the more balanced that you are within yourself, the more balanced your life, you know, your mind, body, and soul will be, because it's like it has no other way but to balance itself out. If you're balanced, it doesn't make sense, you know, otherwise. So, you know, over time, my body started to shape into the way I wanted it to always be. And so, like, I really had no complaints, and that just boosted my confidence even more, you know. And so, like, the more I felt like the more I worked on myself and worked out and stuff, and, you know, the more confident I was, you know, the more aligned I became, and the more I evolved each time, I believe. So the more I evolved, you know, the more I became one with everything. So I don't know, it's crazy. But I don't think there's anything wrong with being single, you know. So, like, because I had to get out of my my relationship, because it wasn't really good. It just wasn't a good situation. So, like, by me leaving and being single and choosing to be single, it just helped me elevate myself, literally, and become a better version of myself. And now when I look back to it, it's just like, I wouldn't even see myself even dating that person ever, like, now. But that's because I'm more evolved now, because I'm different from what I was back then, especially mentally. And so, like, mentally, spiritually, and everything, physically, everything, but mainly mentally, you know. And so, like, I don't even have that type of mindset. So I wouldn't even look at him like that. Like, I don't know, it's just weird, because I'm more evolved now. It's like, it wouldn't even serve me at this point. So that's why I'm glad I took a step of faith out on myself back then, because I would have been stuck in a situation I wouldn't even want to be in, to be honest. Because nowadays, like, I wouldn't even choose that path, you know. So it's just crazy. So don't ever be afraid to be single if you have to be, you know, if you're in a toxic relationship, because you can get far, you know, just by working on yourself, and show yourself self-love, pretty much. You know, that's all you got to do, and everything else will line up with you. Because then your bitterness will go away, because you're not being hateful or bitter in your heart because of past issues or anything, you know, because you would have to work on that, right, to heal it. And once you heal it, it can't trigger you anymore, and so it can't hold you back or bind you to the negativity, right? So don't ever worry about being single if you have to be. If anything, be thankful for it, because maybe you'll find out, like, maybe you'll probably want to be with somebody that might be better than that person. You never know. Maybe you'll find someone that's way better than that person, like 10 times better. You never know what God has in store for you. So like, don't miss your blessings just to be stuck with someone that is toxic, you know, because you never know. God could be trying to bless you with someone that's better. So it's just good to like follow your heart, and if something's not making you feel good, like take notice of it and just remove yourself from the situation or get out of that relationship, you know, work on yourself. Because God might have something better for you in store. You never know. But that's what I know. Because I know what happened to me and like how far I've come, you know. And, now I genuinely know what type of partner I want in my life, literally. So I'm proud of myself for taking this step, a leap of faith on myself, and I kept it pushing, and I'm gonna continue to do that. So I just wanted to come and wish you guys a good Thursday and all that good stuff. But if I don't see you guys tomorrow or this weekend, I'll see you guys next week. So I hope everybody have a good day, and I love you. Bye.